Welcome back to CNN T News. Today we're sitting here with President Donald Trump, who's going to finally address the situation that happened earlier this week with JD Vance in the leaked group chat. Mr. Trump, can you hear us?
Hello, it's nice to finally get to sit down with all of you once again. Yes, I'm here in my home in Puerto Rico. You see how I wrote those R's? Yes, that's what I've learned these past couple of days. I've been working on my Spanish. I've really been thinking about having the immigration Twitter account really, tap into their Spanish, just to be respectful to those affected.
And I just wanted to put out there that before we begin that I am sincerely sorry and apologetic for the amount of situations you've had to deal with this week. We'd love to know your response to it all.
Yes. Well, what I could tell you about the incident that we're here to talk about is I've never in my many years of being politically involved have experienced this kind of disrespect. It is crossing multiple lines, and I have felt that this was a bigger betrayal than when Shiv gave Tom the vote in Succession. You guys watch Succession? Does anyone watch Succession?
We do.
Yes, he gave the vote. Yes, sorry for, I didn't mean to give spoilers, but he gave the vote to Tom. She gave the vote to Tom, and Kendall is floating down the Hudson, baby. It was awful all around. But yes, I felt a deeper betrayal than that.
And Mr. Trump, what is the next course of action in this case?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna give JD a stern talking to. We've been talking sternly to him for the past 5 days or so. It's really a tedious progress, and
Yes, right. But what of the alleged war plans?
we'll forget
that were
about those
discussed
plans
in this group
because
message?
I haven't given an okay on anything. I'm not sure why he thought that there would be an okay to give, but apparently it's just it's disrespect Donald Day. It's Donald disrespect day every day since I've been in office. Really, I think I'm the closest thing to Jesus Christ in this country. Really, I am. The way that Jesus was persecuted, they persecuted him. Oh yes, they did, and you guys knew that, right? Yes, they persecuted that man.
It seems, and correct me if I'm wrong or overstepping in any way, but that the real issue doesn't go past the surface. That the real issue is just the group chat itself and the fact that you were not one of the members.
As far as I'm concerned, it's getting taken care of. It's
But what about any repercussions or
repercussions. What does that word even mean? I barely know her.
my apologies, Mr. Trump. Yes.
Yes, the group chat that really didn't go anywhere because I stopped it. I put an end to that. Yes, me and really the only person I've been able to trust so far into this presidency, Elon Musk. Genius, that man, genius. I think he's even better than Isaac Newton. He's the one that discovered the light bulb, isn't he? Yes, that's him. Yes, I think he's a genius. One of the brightest, youngest minds of this country, and that's saying a lot. But he's been helping me out with sorting everything out with the group chat situation. In fact, I brought him along with me. I gave him the link to the Zoom call so that he could say his piece.
You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. No.
You know me. I'm always helping out my fellow American. This is an American media, like news outlet, right. Because I don't do any of this undercover Univision shit. Yes, I don't do that.
But what about people saying, and by people, this includes some of your supporters that say that Elon is lacking the maturity to be involved in American politics or any politics for that matter. What's your response to that?
A lot of people have their opinions on Elon Musk, but I personally believe that he is a very he's an misunderstood genius. I'm sorry. Yes, he's very misunderstood, and just very similar like me. We're both very misunderstood, but yes.
And what is your stance on his claims that free speech is being attacked?
Well, yes, free speech is being attacked. You know, that's why Elon Musk is going to take care of it. That's why I'm greenlighting almost everything that Elon Musk says. Yes.
If I may, I'm very sorry,
you know
but
what?
we've drifted pretty far
think it
from
would be,
the initial topic of discussion, which was the potentially incriminating
Who
group
cares?
chat.
Who cares about any of that? Really, who cares? That's not my business. I think the bigger concern is that the bigger concern, in my opinion, is that they felt JD Vance and a bunch of other Kayas, you know, that's what the kids are calling nowadays for unknown has-beens. These political Kayas has really been, they were in this group chat. The fact that they felt confident enough to even host this group chat without me, I do have a response. Yes, of course I have a response, and I'm here to make that publicly. Okay, I'm here to make my response public. And in order to combat this disrespect to the President of the United States, me, Donald Trump, yes, I'm going to be starting my own group chat. No, yes, it has to be done now. That's just what has to happen. And we'll be having this group chat on the platform X, yes, formerly known as Twitter. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna call it the Big Three because it's a very, very exclusive group chat. Okay, and I'm in it. So yeah, there you go. There's the father, and then the son is gonna be Elon, and the Holy Spirit, Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, that's at him. Yeah. Okay, it's been made, and now we're all gonna share very hilarious memes. You know, I'm pretty sure you've seen this one going around. Let me pull that up for you. let me pull that up for you. I think we should honestly make this one. This is gonna be the picture for the group chat. It's funny, isn't it? You know, the kids nowadays and their memes, they're very funny. But yes, that is my response to the situation. Oh, look, Elon's joined the call. Okay.
Hello, Elon.
I am becoming.
He has very brilliant ideas to say, okay, I'm gonna let you guys focus on him now. He's the real star that's making all of this happen.
I really wanted to thank everyone involved in getting me to where I am today, and President Trump and his great glory, and how he's really trying to make America great again.
Yes, President Donald Trump, yes, Mr. Trump has been saying that you've been very helpful and cooperative with everything going on with the situation of this group chat. And I do believe it'd be only fair to ask is, what is your opinion on the entire situation?
Well, as senior advisor to the President of the United States, I just wanted to say that this would have never happened if, X was the only social media platform allowed in the United States. All these other communist platforms.
And I'm assuming that there are plans to combat this current attack on the president, as you've called it before. What plans would go into action just to prevent that this kind of betrayal of sorts doesn't occur again?
Oh yes, the group chat. That also wouldn't have happened on just X, because the
Right.
What would you call it? The the respect that I have for the
Right.
President Donald Trump.
A bit off topic, but what is your response to the YouTuber that alleged that you were involved in the incident in which a random individual, a random woman, was hired to break into his home? What is your response to that? And for those of you watching at home, we will remind you of the situation that happened as of last month.
I've never fucked Wade and I've never fucked Drake, but I did have my home broken into this weekend. After a stream a few days ago, I went to bed, and I started to hear some noises while I was sleeping, but I kind of brushed it off. Turns out I would wake up to a woman right next to me. I'm no Guna bomber, so seeing her in my bed next to me didn't excite me. In fact, I was quite frightened. I had no idea what she would do, but apparently not much. She was armed, but not very dangerous. Before I could get the words, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing in my home?" She just went off on a whole rant that she was here to just ensure that I would no longer be talking about Elon Musk, who most definitely sent her to me.
I would like to skip that question if I may. Thank you very much. Actually, I will address it for a moment. No one on my staff that I know of has ever done such a thing to such a respectable figure in pop culture and media. That is a ridiculous notion, and I will no longer be addressing that. That is all I will say on the matter.
Yes, I apologize for bringing it up. It's not like something that the American people
America, as we know it,
sure.
Has been completely demolished by the left, and this is why J.D. Vance thought that he really could just disrespect Donald Trump in the way that he did, and that is why I think that I need to step in and really take over things. Maybe America would start to begin to be great. The minute that I can become vice president, because there will be another Trump term. Spoiler alert: there will be another Trump term. We are now getting rid of the 2-term rule. That I think it was just a ploy.
Oh, vice president. Do you sincerely believe that is in the realm of possibility after his first term? Because there is a belief that there will be a third term, as you've also mentioned in this interview. How are you so sure that you've got the vote secured when there are many things being said about you? The claims of there being, being negligent as a father, and the alleged substance abuse that's not really alleged because it has been discovered on you, but alleged for the sake of this interview. What is your response to the following claims that I've mentioned, and how are you going to get over that to be vice president?
This is I'm sorry, what does that have to do with the conversation at hand?
Right.
No, that the notion that I'm on any other substance that's not caffeine, is it a crime to have caffeine? Has the left criminalized caffeine? No, but the notion that I am on any substances is quite ridiculous. That bloat that I've been seeing carrying around is because my digestive system is a little bit down. Sometimes I have an upset tummy, and this. I needed a shit. That's what it was. It's not cocaine bloat. I don't even think that cocaine causes bloating, but the notion that I'm on anything is quite ridiculous and quite offensive to me. I would prefer not talk about that.
So, seeing as you are very confident in that Trump's third term, you will be vice president. Then one could only assume that your relationship with Donald Trump is very good, right? It's very good. Would you like to share more about that?
Because Donald and I have gotten very close over the past few years, and he knows me for me, and I know him for him, and he knows my weaknesses, my vulnerabilities. He knows everything about me, and I know everything about him. We have that sort of bond, and the what would you call it? The respect that I have for him is to its limit. Yes. It's sky's the limit with the respect that I have for Donald Trump and the man that he is.
Well, this concludes our segment of CNN Teen News. I am going to find a new place of employment. Good night, America.